This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Welcome to game day number 2 of the NHL regular season for the Edmonton Oilers in 22-23. We're 1-0 so far. Things are looking good. The cumulative schedule part 3 off to a good kickoff, and the Oilers set now for the Battle of Alberta this evening at Rogers Place as the Oilers look to get things settled in for another season of the Battle of Alberta with hopefully a victory in the books. But of course, that said, there's a lot of work to be done and a lot to review as to how this is going to shake out for the Oilers tonight. So, number one thing you need to know is there was some roster moves made again today. You can probably guess exactly what those roster moves made today were. And other than that, we'll get into the details on what the Oilers are looking to face and what the Oilers are looking to do tonight against the Calgary Flames. This is not a preview. I'm not going to title it as a preview, but it is also a preview. So, folks, if you're new to the channel, what I want you to do over the next little bit here, lots of sunshine on the laptop today, and I wasn't sure if something was glitching out. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button here on Dolynny TV. I'd love to have you along for the Oilers season. And secondary, if you're returning and you want to get the videos the second they come out, again, that's a personal choice, and a choice at that. Consider hitting the bell, little notification button there that you can get notifications to my channel every time I post. So, folks, today, Devin Shore sent back down to Bakersfield. Will he even leave Edmonton? I doubt it. Devin Shore called back up. I doubt he even left Edmonton because he'll probably be in the lineup. Sorry, that's the news. And Philip Broberg sent back down. At this point, these two guys look like they are going to flip-flop all season long based on Oilers' needs because they have the most comparable cap hits on the roster for opening night. And, well, guess what? That is the big part there. You flip-flop, there's some cap savings, and there's a whole bunch of weird math numbers that are involved in these guys. But this becomes case in point. If the Oilers are not looking to go 11-6 tonight, why would you end up sending down Philip Broberg, right? Broberg is your story to go 11-7, and now instead you've got your 11 forwards with Devin Shore involved again. Well, we got news today that Foegele is looking like he is tracking to be ready for game time, and Kailer Yamamoto himself has declared that he will be in tonight against the Calgary Flames. I mean, there was a lot of talk earlier on Twitter today, probably about 10:30ish today Mountain Time, about how, well, Yamamoto, he could just use those 3 days of rest, really get ready, and then go for Tuesday against the Buffalo Sabres. Instead, it will indeed be a debut for this season for Yamamoto in the top 6 against the Calgary Flames on a Saturday night up in Edmonton, Alberta. Why not? Let's get it done. So that's where it all impacts is Devin Shore, if Warren Foegele is not ready to go, is available to go and make you 12-6, make you whole, and give you those 3 complete lines. Obviously, like I said, 11-6 is not worst case scenario for the Oilers simply because they are able to go out there and run Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl a little bit more early on and figure out this cap mess as it goes along until Tyler Benson is back. However, as it currently stands for the Oilers, the problem there too is the fact that you need to figure out how to work your salary cap to allow you moving forward to have more players on the roster. But as it stands too, if you want to go 12-6 because everyone's healthy, you absolutely can tonight as long as Yamamoto or Foegele is in. We know for sure Yamamoto is in. Devin Shore, with Broberg being sent down, allows us to go 12-6, and I don't think anything of what I just said makes any sense, but it is the reality we are in. So that's where we find ourselves today, is it should be a full lineup against the Calgary Flames, no shorthanded, you know what, and away we go with this game against the Calgary Flames. Now, what else you need to know about this Flames matchup is it will not be Jacob Markstrom in net. That is until we run Dan Vladar to the bench and we get Jacob Markstrom later in this game, hopefully. Again, big expectations for the Battle of Alberta based on how the playoffs went. That said, the Calgary Flames have looked good so far, so maybe not quite as easy of an opponent as we're hoping they will be tonight, but hopefully you just run Dan Vladar, like I said, to the bench, and you get Jacob Markstrom in there, and he's still faltering against the Oilers, and away you go. You're laughing with yourself a victory all the way home. That said, Dan Vladar, though, is a backup, and folks, if you're anything like me as an Oilers fan, you know the Oilers' troubles with backup goaltenders in the NHL. We often struggle to find that offensive spark against them, and the Flames too, if they are that improved on paper team and improved playing team that we've seen so far this season, we might have an issue getting a little bit to Dan Vladar tonight. But that's where 12-6 comes in. Connor can rest up a little bit more. Leon can rest up a little bit more. And for the love of everything good, please do not take 8 penalties against the Calgary Flames tonight. You want a key to lose tonight is take penalties against this Flames team. Again, I've made no bones about it. We need the Flames to be incredible this year. It's got to be us and them 1-2 so as we can run it back in the playoffs, second round, and see who actually is the better team this year and who's going to the conference finals. But first off, you just got to make sure you're not getting embarrassed in the regular season. We did that a couple times in the regular season, but now we just got to go out there and get the job done and enjoy some winning hockey. But tonight, you know what? The biggest factor that changes for the Oilers is getting 12 skaters on the ice up front and getting Kailer Yamamoto into the lineup, right? Kailer Yamamoto is a guy that is definitely a key piece for the Oilers, just more or less a different version of Jesse Puljujärvi, right? Yamamoto is a guy a little bit more speed than Puljujärvi, a little bit just different dynamic. He's an edgier player. Puljujärvi, to his credit, had 5 hits against the Vancouver Canucks the other night, but it's for Yamamoto. He is just kind of that small guy that kind of swoops in without you seeing him almost. It's kind of a version of Puljujärvi where he gets the defensive stick and stuff going, but not to the degree that Puljujärvi does necessarily disrupting plays. But Yamamoto creates more by getting in there and disrupting the flow of the game for the opponent. So it's nice to have our 2 top 6 right wingers back, I think is what I'm trying to say. And I'm trying not to get distracted by my phone ringing twice within 5 seconds. But folks, any which way you cut it, that is the Oilers' day as it is. Devin Shore up, Philip Broberg down, nothing new there. And then, of course, the Oilers look to, with Yamamoto finally being healthy enough to go 12-6 tonight, whether it's Fogelin or Shore in to make that 12th man. We should be fully manned and fully staffed tonight. Folks, I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. If you're new to the channel, like I said before, consider hitting that subscribe button, sticking around with us here on Dolynny TV. And anything else you want to do, click the bell, comment, hey, let me know. And I am up on out of here.